Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. This isn't just a normal drive down, no, I am in a service station. As you can probably tell by my voice, I am a bit tired because I've just driven 4.5 hours straight next to Brighton. I'm only 20 miles out from Brighton. It is currently 3:20 in the morning. There's only one or two people dotted about here, but I thought I'd do this video now because I'm going to head in my car, which is over there in the car park, and have some rest. So it's been a long drive, obviously. We will face Brighton later on this afternoon, but of course make sure you guys are tuning into the pub watch along, which is of course sponsored by Green King. So Sam, Carl and the rest of the crew, I think Liam might be there, Adam might be there, I think Johnny's turning up later as well, Andrew as well. So make sure you turn up to that later on. Every live game is at the Green King pub and they bring the action to you, so make sure you do check it out. So, speaking of Green King pub, I'll probably go there for my lunch later as well when I'm down by the seafront. But a few things I want to talk about really. So, obviously we'll talk about the game dead quickly. It's a tough one, isn't it? And our Brighton got absolutely outplayed by West Ham. West Ham has started really well, 10 points from 4 games. So they have started incredibly well, to be honest with you. So maybe that doesn't look like a fluke so far this season, but look, we don't have a fantastic record down there. Obviously the famous Mo Diarmi and Perez goal in the Championship springs to mind, but apart from that, we haven't had a fantastic record down here. Obviously last year, if you remember, it was absolutely red hot. Nick Pope had a worldie, it was 0-0. I mean, I was sweating, it was like 42 degrees or something when we had that heat wave back end of August. That was literally a year ago. So, team news. Look, I don't think Sven Bottom will make it. I'd be really surprised. Eddie Howe said in his press comments that he's got an ankle injury and it's quite swollen. So, for me, didn't risk him. Don't risk it. You've got a perfect time just to rest him, and then you've got the international break. So, for me personally, what do you do there? I would rest him, but who do you bring in? Who do you bring in? Do you bring in Lascelles? Because last game out he didn't. He brought down Bernal at left centre back and moved Matty Target to left back, which I personally thought it was a bit of a disaster because it lost our shape a little bit, and that's, you know, the catalogue of errors against Liverpool for the 2 goals, in particular the winning goal as well, could have been much avoided with the pass from Bruno, which is obviously he's been heavily criticised, of course, as well. But look, we've got to forget about it now. We've got to move on from Liverpool game. So there's the one for Bottom. Let me know in the comments, who would you replace? Would you bring Lascelles in, or do you move Dan Burn centre back and maybe start Target or Lewis Hall if he's ready to play? And then you've got the Joe Linton injury. Eddie Howe has literally just said he's 50-50. So again, do you risk him? If he's 80-20, play him. If there's any lower than that, don't risk him. Start showing Longstaff. Allow Bruno to get a little bit further forward, allow Tonali to get a little bit further forward, let Sean do the leg work because that's what he's fantastic at. So for me, I just wouldn't risk the 2 lads who may have or carrying some sort of knock and stuff like that. But other than that, you know, you look at that side, I don't think there'll be too many. I know it was a bit of sweeter with Liverpool, so we've got to forget about it now. But there's some questions around, do you swap Miggy and take him out? Do you start Murphy, who hasn't really had a look in since he's become a dad again? Or do you move Gordon over there and start Harvey Barnes? This is a tough fixture, and these are the decisions that Eddie Howe's going to have to come up against. It's been a good few days, obviously, with the Champions League draw. Eddie Howe was asked about that. He said, bring it on. This is what we're here to compete for. I loved it. I loved it. I was behind camera because my voice was... Well, I'm better now, basically, but me and Carl were running the live stream, so make sure you tune to that later on. Carl's all his today. But... yeah, I was behind the camera and I said, group of death, give us a group of death for fans, man, for us. You know, we're going to be bringing the channel. We're at every single game. We haven't jumped on the bandwagon since the takeover has been announced. We've been doing this for 6-7 years when we were shit under Mike Ashley. And we are only one of 3 channels already so far this season to be at every game, which is ourselves, Black and White Banter, and of course, Adam, who no doubt I will say later on. That might come on down to 2 later on, depends if Black and White Banter's down here or not. But I think I want to win. Of course, I've driven all this way. I didn't just... If I put a performance in, we draw, I'll accept that. But come all this way, doing here at Brighton. Harry's joining me later on as well, by the way. the whole Lascelles thing as well. We didn't do a video on it this week because we just thought it was bad publicity. Why should we regurgitate bad news which happened after the Manchester City game? A lot of confusion about it. Thought, no, it's like throwing him under a bus, because as far as Eddie Howe was concerned, he's innocent. He looks innocent in the clip as well. Later on today then, so you've got moi. You're going to have Harry joining me later as well. He's going to make the drive down from Manchester. That's where he is at the minute. How are we doing here? Sorry, Harry, if you're watching. It's painful. That's why I did it for the night. I do actually have, I don't know if you can see my car in the background there. I do have my mattress in the back of the car. 2 duvets, pillows. I know it's a bit warmer down here, but I like to be comfortable, so I'm going to have a bit of a, hopefully get 6-7 hours. And I might do a video on Brighton's beach for you later. But yeah, Harry's going to be joining us. I'm waffling here. I'm waffling. And match reaction, of course. We've got the last word. We've got a vlog to come as well, so plenty of content. Remember, we've got the Green King stuff back at Newcastle at the Junction. So if you are free, turn up, come along, get involved with some videos, get along with the watch along. It's a professional setup now. We're pushing the content and much more. But yes, I should say later on I'm going to get my heat doing. Well, I'm going to edit this video first, get my heat doing, and then get changed. I've got my hotel booked as well, so adios. See you later.